on here, boys. Just waiting for the live stream signal to come in. And we'll be good to go in a few short seconds. Just going to reload the page here. And there we go. Perfect. All right. We are up on to it. This is Dolynny TV, guys. If you are watching the replay archive of this stream, of course, we're going to stream the Oilers franchise mode playoffs today. It's just waiting for a couple of people to wander on in and say hello, and then we'll get this underway. One thing I must say, this massive heat wave in Cold Lake has got me dying. It's been a rough go, that's for sure. Here we go, we got 2 people watching. We are good enough to start the stream. I wanted to make sure I would actually get some people in here because the problem being, not really sure. As, you know, sometimes you don't know if people are going to be able to see the stream or not. Looks like you are. The one issue is I do have to quickly fix the screen. What if I didn't have to work, Dave? No worries, my man. It's all good. It's all good. Just have to quickly fix the NHL game screen here. Don't want that, and I believe I need to, no, that is not what I'm shrinking, so I should be able to shrink this now. Oh, okay, and there we go, boys. Just getting this fit to the screen. You'll see it move around a little bit here, and we'll get it sorted out in a second. I thought I was prepared, apparently I'm not. The dirty workings of OBS, as you see here. Let's get that moved up, and right there we go, perfect. We are up on this live stream now. Hope you guys stuck with me for a few seconds. Carson, hello, my man. And Claudio Jr., hello from Brazil again. Oh, man. Hey, Claudio, did you get a chance to watch the NHL draft last night? What was your thoughts? Carson, that's what's up. The NHL thoughts on the trades that were made. A couple of them. The Oilers traded a pick for another pick and a couple picks, whatever. And, well, that... Hannafin and Lindholm trade. I was going to say Domi. Not thinking straight today. The Heat's got me screwed. But definitely, guys, there's a card in this live stream right here, right now. What I want you to do is go and click that, open it in another tab, watch it after the stream, watch it during the stream, whatever you want to do, get it done. But without further ado, I've wasted enough time. We'll get on this and we will get going. Because we got to take a look at the lines, show you what this team looks like. We made some trades, made this team a little bit more competitive. I mean, by no means do I think the Oilers would actually ever make these trades, but it was at the time a good option. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Connor McDavid, Draisaitl up top, Camilleri, Larkin, Puljujarvi there, Nielsen, Strome, and Slepyshev, Athanasiou. Always butcher it, guys. You'll watch me butcher it a million times. Jujar, Kara, Drake, Kajula. That was the lineup, so we rolled with, and we're good. Carson, how about Zadina to the Red Wings? They're my favorite team. Well, I know one other big Red Wings fan. You guys should know him in the NHL community. My man, Thrash94 Gaming. Very happy to see Zadina on his team. Basically, what ended up happening was I saw a tweet from Thrash at like 10 in the morning yesterday, and he said, oh man, imagine Zadina at 6. That would be sick. Guess what? Zadina at 6 to Detroit. He got his man. I am very, very happy for him. That is for sure. You see our team very weak defensively. What I'm going to do is actually move Darnell Nurse down for the playoffs with Matt Benning. That creates a shutdown pair. Why would I do that? Just to have that little rock line steady second pair, right? Rock line steady pair. And Anton Slepyshev up top on the third line ended up putting up 8 points in 18 games. Almost a new, well, actually a new career high for him in the NHL. So that's good news for us. We're going to see what he can do for us. Anthony Athanasiou put up a decent number of points, 231, a new career high in the NHL as well. Okay, fair enough. We'll see what we can do with this team and hopefully pan it out. Special teams, power play still looks like this, a very deadly power play there. I'm actually going to, actually I'm going to leave it the way it is. And we should see things work out for us in this playoff round against Calgary. I guess what we got to go do quickly is take a look at Calgary's lines. That's the number one thing we got to do. So let's play the game, and I'll show you quickly what Calgary's lines look like in entirety. Away jersey, Flames jersey, okay. And we want to go to edit lines and strategies. There we go. Starting lineups, edit lines, and I believe we can go from here. No, we can't. So we have to go, hold on, I clicked it too quick. Shaden, hello my man, how's it going? Good to see you in here. You hate the Flames even more. Well, the Battle of Alberta just got even more intense. And is there not a way for me to check out the lineups? Apparently there isn't. That's okay, we'll figure it out. Can I view lock position, CPU versus CPU game? Okay, select. And cannot edit lines and strategies. See, I'm losing it. Zadina, Larkin, Mantha, best line possible. No worries. I think Zadina, Larkin, and Mantha could be a very good pair in this next season for the Detroit Red Wings. And Carolina won the trade, you say, Shaden. I don't know. Tough call. I think the Flames win it up front, but I think Carolina could win it long term with Adam Fox. And Adam Fox is an elite, I know, but it could be a tough schlag because he didn't want to sign with Calgary. Does he really want to sign with the Mans in Carolina? I'm trying to figure out how to look at the lines. I can't remember that. It's been a while. Go back to where you look at your lines, but under there's the view lines, and you can look at the Flames lines. Okay, edit lines and strategies. Sorry. Edit lines. Oh, isn't it triangle? It should be. Yeah, there we go. It's triangle. Ah, there we go. There we go, boys. Sorry, it took me a while. Thank you, Mr. MW3, for correcting me on that. Very much so appreciated. Yes, NHL 17 shading your lines. We're always clicking. So Johnny Gaudreau, Sean Monahan, Matthew Tkachuk, whose brother just went higher than him, Jaromir Jagr and Michael Backlund, Michael Frolik, Ferland, Jankowski, Versteeg, Chris Stewart, Nick Shore, and Troy Brouwer. This team is dusty, but they made it. There's also a way in the main screen. Yeah, there should be, I'd imagine. And Mark Giordano, Dougie Hamilton dealt to the Carolina Hurricanes. Travis Hamonic, TJ Brody. I always say Troy. You know what I'm talking about. Dalton Prout, and then Michael Stone. And in net, did they make a move, or is Mike Smith still there? Mike Smith is still there. But man, if we can get to the backup, David Richter, we are going to succeed. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I like it. Cam Talbot, weak in net for us, but he'll survive. So let's get this playoffs underway against the Calgary Flames, game 1 of 7, as it's got to be about 30 degrees in my room right now. Hey, it's June. We're talking hockey. I like it. Troy Bodie, I know. That's exactly why I'm saying it. I love him as a scrapper, so let's get into it. Goals? Well, we'll increase the sim speed. You know how we do this? 1 period at a time, and then the third period we let run free time. Calgary scores first. Johnny Gaudreau on Cam Talbot, and after the first period, Michael Camilleri has evened it up. Who's my favorite team? Carson, it is the Edmonton Oilers, you betcha. If you are done badly, I will be an assistant coach and switch lines. There you go, Shaden. I appreciate that, my man. 9 shots to Calgary's 17. Our poorest defense being a problem as well. I've never seen how many shots we give up in a period, but that is pretty bad. Somebody just unsubscribed. That's okay, boys. We'll gain more than we'll lose today. And second period time, it's Drake Caggiula and Michael Ferland, who just got traded away from the Calgary Flames in that Carolina deal. All right, let's play this out. 30-19, the shots on goal. But Mike Smith struggling it up. 2 goals now on 24 shots. Calgary gets a power play. Jesse Puljujarvi. That's why we have him on the penalty kill. Shorthanded marker. And we end up getting advantage for a little bit. But now we're just trying to kill it to get that empty netter and clutch the first goal in the tally of the series. And we get it done. So right there, a 3-2 victory. Can't get it going all the way to an empty netter 4-2 victory, but that is up on okay with me. Things look good, and you see Cam Talbot, 42 saves. He was clutch. Jesse Puljujarvi, Oscar Klefbom had 2 assists. How could you trade him? There you go. Traded the 5th pick to Montreal for goaltender Hayden Hockey, and I think we traded a 7th as well, if I remember correctly. Oilers stole McLeod and Rodriguez. Oh, man. Rodriguez was a hell of a steal, that is for sure. But with it being a goalie, he's got to live up to the potential before it actually becomes a steal. unlike when you steal a prospect, right, that has a little bit of potential. So, goals, we want it. 19:30 to play in the opening period of Game 2. We're up in this series 1-0, and Jankowski, they strike first for a second game in a row, and then they strike a second time. Oh boy, it's getting ugly in Edmonton in the opening period of Game 2. Period sim. Don't worry about it. We come back, we tie it for 80 you watching back home. Nugent Hopkins, Camilleri has his second of the series. Bouchard will be a great D. Right-handed shot, point producer, going to be good. Future our goalies will be Skinner and Rodriguez, and McLeod is our second line center. Then you got to figure out what goes on with Draisaitl. You send him away for a scoring second line center and a couple of picks. I am happy as all hell right there. A defenseman maybe. Give me something good. So after, well, what is it? One period in Calgary. I said Edmonton. Edmonton leads 12-10 in the shot department. 2 goals apiece for both sides. And, well, Camilleri and Nugent Hopkins getting it done for Leak and Jankowski for the Flames after the second period. I'm looking at things all disoriented like. Jesse Puljujarvi has his second of the series, and Drake Caggiula has a marker as well, so give the boys some props. They're getting the job done out there. 24-19 the shots. Our porous defense not as bad. Calgary came out firing in Game 1. Suddenly we're turning it on. Let's get this simulation underway here in this third period and see what this team can do for us as we try to head down the marker. 13:20, 10:50 power play time, and we can't clutch it. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate, but we are going to clutch this victory, it looks like, unless we give something up. Ooh, Ferland scores his second of the series. Now a minute to go, and empty netter time for the second game in a row. We win a game by 1 goal. Falk to the Oilers, maybe. I haven't heard that rumor, but I guess if we gave up Draisaitl and we got a pick for next year or to Carolina, I'd probably take that deal to take Draisaitl's cap hit off our books, that's for sure. Look at that. We win the game, and somehow Ferland, Jankowski are star 1 and 2, and Jesse Puljujarvi star number 3. Talk about bias reporting in the fan room in Calgary in this series, but that's okay. We're up 2-0 in the series, and Calgary's starting to look a little desperation mode here. 4-3, 3-2. Are we going to win 5-4 next game? We'll find out. Chiarelli would trade McDavid for Falk. Taylor, that is maybe a little out there, but you know what? Knowing Chiarelli and seeing the other stuff I've seen on Twitter, that's not as out there as you'd think, right? So 2-0. The series sits for the Edmonton Oilers over top of the Calgary Flames, as I'm quite enjoying the draft and trade talk, boys. Hopefully lots more to come to Dolynny TV in the coming days. Calgary, well, we're looking good, but Calgary's looking pretty bad. What we need to do, take a look at the stats, look at Oscar Klefbom. Like I said, how could you trade this man? He is just a playoff performer. We all know about it. We all know what this guy can do in the playoffs, and I love him. Jesse Puljujarvi, playoff performer. Michael Camilleri, playoff performer. Caggiula, playoff performer. Nugent Hopkins, playoff performer. Dylan Larkin, playoff performer. Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, not so much, but it's okay. Apparently, Pacioretty nixed a trade to San Jose. I know there was some rumors. I don't know if those rumors were actually substantiated or what happened. I think it was kind of all mixed up in when Pacioretty fired his agent as well. But we'll see. It was Meyer, Hurdle, and a second. That would have been a big trade. Montreal would have actually gotten a good haul back in return, because you get, not only do you get 2 roster players, you then also get the pick that, with it being a second, if he works hard enough in camp, has a shot to make the team out of camp. Can't be worse than the bottom 6 Montreal has now, and you see what you get, right? You look at Ryan McLeod, for instance, right? He was available in the second round. Why not? But either way, we are up a couple of games in this series. We're going to try and take the 48-win Calgary Flames to task in the first round of the NHL 2018 playoffs. And we'll sim this game and see what we can do here. Calgary looking for a big-time win, and we're going to try and give them a big-time loss. All right, You guys ready for it? Hayton was unexpected to tell me about it. And again, Calgary strikes first. It's Ferland with his third goal of the series. And after one period, we are actually down, not tied, 2-0 to the Calgary Flames. Gaudreau picks up another marker. Things not looking good in this one, but I mean, getting outshot 14-8. Cam Talbot, Al Montoya might be coming into this one after the second. Connor McDavid picks up his first goal of the series in game number 3, and Matthew Tkachuk has one. And no Max McPeak still available for the next 2 drafts. There you go. See, so that's a good thing, as long as you're still eligible after a couple of drafts, right? That's the big news. He'll go. What do you think of Hanifin to the Flames? Mr. Letters thrown together for a name is what I'm going to call you. In the cards in this video, up in the top right corner, you can click on the little information icon. There's a video there that explains my breakdown of the Hanifin to the Flames, whatever you want to call it, trade. Click it. You'll find out. I can explain it a little bit. Basically, Flames are the winners. Carolina could win later on if they have the pieces to use Adam Fox and Dougie Hamilton correctly. That's what I'm saying. So let's resume the simulation. And, well, this one looking bleak for the Oilers. Game 3 on home ice. Maybe it's just not a home ice series this year. Leon Draisaitl scores with 10 minutes to go, though, and suddenly, let's get that hype train going, boys. 5 minutes to go. Calgary heavily outshooting us. Can we do it in the last minute of play? No, we cannot. Calgary beats us 3-2 on home ice. So, well, let's see what the Oilers' 3 stars. That, like I said, it's biased home ice reporting for the 3 stars in this series. Connor McDavid, first star of the game, a goal and an assist, and then Ryan Nugent-Hopkins gets 2 assists, and he is the 3rd star. So let's continue on with this, shall we, boys? We are cruising along in these playoffs. Already longer than a video, and that's what I wanted to get out. Is I didn't want it to be a long video. I wanted it to be a live stream, at least get a little interaction with you guys as well. Keep chugging back the water, and let's get into game number 4 of, well, the playoffs. See what we can do. Just saying, we can do something here. I'm going to quickly take a break to see how my Hanifin reaction is doing, and it is doing gorgeous. Appreciate that, guys. Honestly, I have you here. I'll thank you guys if you have viewed the Hanifin reaction video. Looking very good after 49 minutes on the block. Strome 3 million. Nurse gets 4 million. Well, if I've got that much in cap, hopefully that's not what the Oilers are doing. Hopefully that's what I'm doing. 3 million in cap. Oh, okay, so you are actually talking real Oilers stuff here, Shaden. Well, I'd say 3 million in cap. We might trade away Draisaitl, bring back about 4 million. That gives another 5.5. Looking at a good time. If we end up winning all the way, I won't do the off season. I'll leave that for another live stream there, Shaden. But I think what we have is pretty comfortable time in the playoffs right now. Game 4. Game 3, just not our game. That's all we have to say. Game 3 was just not our game. Simulate, we'll go the first 5 minutes. Again, all 4 games in this series, Calgary has scored 1 or 2 goals to open it up. And let's get this. Ooh. Oh boy. This one's getting out of hand early. And Calgary scores 4 in the first period of hockey on 9 shots. Maybe this isn't as comfortable as I thought it was. They are sniping them from the right-hand side, that is for sure. Period number 2 better be a lot more favorable. Shots are close, but Mike Smith shutting the door. And, well, second period is a clean slate for both teams. So let's get into the period number 3. Another game gets away from us early. 2 goals, and we cannot come back quick enough. Let's see what this brings. Well, 10 minutes gone. Nothing going on. 5-on-4 power play. We can't even get it done there. So, can do the lines now. I guess we're going to have to. Dylan Larkin gets a goal. It's not going to be enough in the final minute to get this game over with. Shaden, you better formulate something pretty quick. 3 stars. Walk away with it. Would you, Calgary Flames? Even though Al Montoya ends up putting up a .961 save percentage, in the backup role gets the 3rd star. Some convoluted that is. And, well, Michael Backlund, 2 goals, and Jaromir Jagr getting it done, a goal and 2 assists. Wish he would have stuck in the NHL, but he just wasn't cutting it. So the series now tied, 2 games apiece. I'll show you who's been performing and who hasn't after 4 games in this series, only scoring a goal that game. Mike Camilleri now tied for the points lead, so Oscar Klefbom yet to do anything in games 3 and 4, apparently. Klefbom, Puljujarvi, Camilleri, Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid with 3, and Dylan Larkin. And then you got Kajula and all these guys. So now you've seen who's performing points, who isn't, who's pluses, who's minuses. I hope you read that fast enough, Shaden. If not, you can pause it and get back live. Let's go find out, boys. And then hopefully you can argue Shaden's lines a little bit and we can get the best unit. So this is what we're rolling with right now. Draisaitl, of course, with a goal and an assist in the playoffs. 1 goal on 11 shots. Nugent-Hopkins, the playoff performer. Anton Slepyshev, no points. Anthony Anastasiou, 1 point. Drake Kajula, how about 2 goals? I think no matter what, I'm going to argue for Kajula there. Extras 2, you betcha. Give me a second here. Scratched, I have Kazian, Aberg, and a V2. There you go. So that is what we are rocking with, the lines there, Shaden. And Nugent-Hopkins, McDavid, Draisaitl, Camilleri, Larkin. Larkin, he's been effective, a goal and 2 assists as a second-line center. I ain't going to complain about him. He's done an all right job. I'm going to crack a water here, boys. Like I said, 30 degrees in my room. I better cool down somehow, right? And I'm going to play you a nice little ad. Make a little, hopefully make something. And let's keep on rocking. What do you got for me, Shaden? Let me know. I'm going to go check the stats on the channel right quick. Well, look at that. Would you see that? A 9 view minute on Dolynny TV. I'll take that all day. We're up to 120 views this hour. You guys are rocking the sport. Appreciate it. Can't say that enough. Likes the bricks photo. Not really interested in that right now. So I'm struggling for breath. Like my throat's hurting. All right. Larkin, McD, and Puljujarvi. All right. I can go with that. Dry, Anastasiou, Camilleri. Okay. Nuge, Dry, Camilleri. Okay. Nuge, Camilleri on the right wing. And we're going to go with Camo. No. Oh, Nuge, Dry, Anastasiou. Okay, on the right wing. There we go. Okay, D please. Will do. Nielsen in the middle. Strome on the 4th line. And Kegs on there. Kara over there. And Camilleri on the 3rd line. Okay, and Kara, Slepyshev the other way. We are good to go. D, please. Let's get that evaluated. Klefbom, Larson, Benning, Nurse, Russell, Bear. That's what your options are. And, of course, a veto in there as well if you want to get him in exchange of Ethan Bear. What do you guys think? Somebody's got to get in here and tell Shaden if he's right or wrong. I think it's quite the mess, but it could work. Larkin, McDavid, Draisaitl quickly. Goal and 2 assists. 2 goals, 2 assists. McDavid, goal and 2 assists. Like, we have not lit it up in these playoffs, but we'll see what this team can do. Klefbom, Larson, Benning, Nurse, Ethan Bear, who has just been absolute scrap diddly nothing. Cleffy and Bear, ooh, bold move. Benning and Larson. Russell and Nurse. Okay, this is something. Benning, Larson. All right, let's try it. 1 game. You got 1 game, and then we'll have to formulate on my own coaching skills here, but it could be an interesting move. To get all these lines shuffled up, no worries, Shaden. Thank you for the line suggestions. That is the interaction you get on Dolynny TV. Guys, there's only 60. If you comment, normally something happens. That's why I appreciate you guys tuning in. Like, if I get more than 2 viewers in the live stream, I am a happy man. Simulate to the live stream. Amateur scout done scouting. All right, well, where are we going? How about we go over to the Liga, because that's in Finland, and we'll scout forwards for 3 weeks and see what we can get there. And against Calgary, we need a big game here. This is the series tilter. We had the 2-game lead. Now it's shifted into a series draw at this point. Still happening, and there's the man that got traded today, Dougie Hamilton, getting the first goal of the game. This is an extended power play, and we will simulate the period Nick Shore gets a goal, but Ryan Nugent-Hopkins as well, tying it at 8:27. But now, all of a sudden, a 2-1 lead for Calgary heading into the second period. Breathe, relax, let my skin exfoliate in this heat. After the second period, it's 3-1 for Calgary. Tkachuk getting it going. Okay, it's dangerous times now. Calgary holds a 3-1 lead, but they're trying to hold a 3-2 series lead. Power play, Dylan Larkin gets it done on the power play. We'll take that. We'll take that all day. That's a huge benefit for Dylan Larkin. Now we got 9 minutes to tie this game. Power play to get it done. Come on, Ballers. Oh, frig. Can't get it going. And Calgary will walk away with the 3-2 victory once again. There's your series as it is. And Hawks Fan 88 joins Dolynny TV. Thank you, Hawks Fan, for joining Dolynny TV. Appreciate you coming aboard. Now 25 subscribers short of the big 6K. Look at this. They didn't even credit their Calgary goal scorers in this one. Mark Giordano, Michael Furland, 2 assists each, and Mike Smith. He's just shutting us down. He's just getting it done. But we're gonna roll with Shaden's lines, because you know what? Now we're a game away from the off season, and we're a game away from not getting it done. But scratch Kegs and add Cassian. It's bold. You know what? We'll go for it. You wanna make a supplement to change? We'll go with it. And at lines, I will, however, move Michael Camilleri up. Actually, we'll move Edmonton Slepyshev back there to that line. Scratch Sleppy and Aberg. Okay. Scratch Kegs. All right, we'll scratch him. And we'll get Kazian in there. We'll get this lineup mixed around, give them some playoff chances. Because, I mean, these are these guys' last chance. Why did I scratch? Oops, I scratched Kara. Hold on there a second. Kara needs to get back in there, even though he hasn't done much. He is a big body in the lineup. Let's add him in. Aberg on the second line, or on the third line. Aberg, I'll show you what he did for season stats this year. 18 points in 55 games. He was a little bit of a useful force. Aberg, let's get him in there. Fingers crossed. It's time this works. If not, we go into the off season. I'm not alarmed, because that means I get to do it all in one shot. Nugent Hopkins, 5 points in 5 games. We just haven't had any big playoff performers, or Calgary's had a lot. Let's get it going. Sim game, and let's find out what we can do here in game number... What is it? What is it? Game number what? Game number 6. Down 3-2 in the series. 6th straight game. Calgary scores, well, 1, 2, whatever. Give it to them. And let's sim the period right here and get what we can. 2-0 deficit. Just not getting enough shots on goal. It's been a tough schlag. Period number 2, better reverse our fortunes. Nick Shore's been effective on the 4th line for the Calgary Flames. And period number 2 gets us nothing. So now all of a sudden that scoring power's got to come through in the 3rd period. An early goal here would be huge. Calgary gets the early power play. That shuts us down for a little while. We haven't had a shot all period. Halfway through, we get our first shot of the period. 8 minutes to go. Now up to 24 shots, but not getting the job done. 4 minutes in this playoff game. Mike Smith about to shut us out. And that is the way she goes, boys. That is the way she goes. It didn't work. That's okay. We made the playoffs. That's more than the actual Edmonton Oilers in real life did. And I am appreciative of that. We got the job half done. So that's a rough finish. A 2-0 loss. Now, we'll go be good sports and congratulate the Flames by looking at their stats and see who did what for them. As you see, we blanked. We absolutely blanked in those playoffs. Player stats, let's take a look. Edmonton Oilers, we want the Calgary Flames. Michael Furland, that is maybe why they were able to trade him. Lots of trade value there. 7 points in 6 games played. Jankowski, 5 points. Like, they really didn't have a lot of point scoring, but everybody was scoring points, if you know what I mean. Only Stone and Prout didn't have points, whereas, look at this. Aberg, Kazian, Russell, Bear, Strome, Nurse, Kara, Slepyshev, Kazian, and Aberg. Larson had 1 point. Benning had 1 point. Nielsen had 1 point. at the draft. I have a great trade proposal. All right, you'll have to lay it on me when we get there, because I do not believe we have our first round pick. This is the problem. I believe we are missing a little bit of our asset management. Let's view the draft class and quickly understand who we have. View draft class. Yep, 65 days until draft. That's what we want to do. We'll go do the draft, and then we'll do the rest of the offseason in another live stream and figure it out. Ooh, just had a comment pop up. Hold on, boys. Hold on, let me get to that. The Canes are in dire need of toughness, and with Neck expected to come up and likely be better, Lindholm is considered expendable. Hannafin just wanted out of town. Red says that. So make of that what you will. And, well, Rasmus Dahlin, Philip Zadina, my boy Andrei Svechnikov, who I have interviewed before until they realized it was Facebook Live and the Russians shut down the interview. Joey Veleno, Adam Boquist, Ryan Merkley, Kupari, never heard of him before, Anderson McDonald, Akil Thomas, Ty Smith, yes, this one makes sense, Kovanov, Jet Wu, didn't he go in like the third round? I don't know. Jared McIsaac, then you got Filip Krivoskev, Richard Hugg, Ryan McLeod. This is the guy we're trying to target. This is the guy we want. Ryan McLeod right here. He looks to be a high top 9 potential first round kind of guy. But we're going to try and get him in like the third round. Draisaitl and Puljujärvi for Hannafin, Skinner in a first, if not a second. Ooh, that saves a lot of cap right there. And Hannafin and Skinner make a little bit of move. Minulin, Jacob Olofsson. Like there's a little bit of first round in here. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. This guy. He went third overall. Don't sleep on this kid. Nordegren, Devon Bouchard. Guy the Oilers picked up. I could use him in the first round. Actually, that wouldn't be a half bad pick. And then you see his right-hand shot, 18 years old, top 60. I think he's a lot better than that. Anyone else? Lacombe. These names I'm not exactly familiar with. Should have been paying better attention to the draft, shouldn't have I? Sokolov. Yeah, know that one. Let's see. Sandin. Kropchev. What do we got? Any other familiar names? Let's check goalies. Let's check goalies quickly and see what we can find. Well, you got Scholes, Gravel, Bogosian, Gordon, Pavlet. Where's my man? The big time goalie that got picked up by the Oilers. I know the name when I see it. And I'm not seeing the name. Just not seeing the name here. Just men. There's another Jessamine, really? Didn't that one guy flop, like first round pick? I was reading something about that today. Another Hughes kid, Aiden Hughes. We need a goalie here somewhere. Where's my man? Come on, somebody needs to jog me the name of the goaltender we drafted. I should look at my phone. Lafreniere. No, that's not it. Who did we draft? Oilers goalie pick. Oilers goalie pick. Need to search this up. Olivier Rodriguez. Alright, Rodriguez. However you pronounce it. That's what we're looking for. See if we can find him in here. And then that's one of the guys we will target as well. Rodriguez. Olivier Rodriguez. He is undrafted potential. We'll pin him to the watch list and draft him in the draft. Let's go find out. So we know the other two. We know what we're looking for in this draft. And we'll try and find it upcoming after the Stanley Cup champion is found. Bouchard did not look happy. Well, Rodriguez looked pretty happy, but I think Bouchard was just kind of confused at why he dropped so low. That's the big thing, but once he realizes he'll be playing with Connor McDavid, I don't think he'll be quite as upset up to that date. And let's get on with the playoffs here and find out what we got, guys. Right now, I'm going to play an ad, going to drink a bottle of water, and we're going to get on with the draft after a disappointing finish. Edit scouting assignment. Well, what I want to know is I want to know more about Rodriguez, and he's in the QMJHL, so let's simulate through with the scouting staff checking the QMJHL for 3 weeks. Can't wait for the new scouting engine in franchise mode in NHL 19. When I was down to Wallstrom, Dawson, and Bouchard, man, you imagine Peter Chiarelli going into that draft, Man, we're going to get like Wallstrom. That's not bad. I'll take Wallstrom. And then he gets to pick from those three. Woo, doggy. Okay. And quickly. Forwards. Where's Ryan McLeod play? He plays in the OHL. We'll scout him 3 weeks. Chell 19 going to suck. I don't think it's going to suck as bad as everyone thinks, but I don't think it's going to be as great as everyone else who thinks it's going to be great thinks. You know what I mean? Cap only goes up to 77.65 mil. Okay. And, well, you see here, the Pittsburgh Penguins ended up winning the Cup. We're 82% sold on season tickets. Set ticket prices. We'll jack them up by an extra $50. Why not? You know what? Let's get in there. And there we go. Perfect. Good to go with me. We're into the off season. Be a Pro still sucks. Be a Pro probably will always suck, to be honest with you. And here's the draft order. St. Louis via Winnipeg. Detroit via Vegas. New York via nobody. Colorado via Ottawa. Oh, hey! That look familiar? Yeah, it does. It really does. Philadelphia drafts first. Dallas, Colorado, Buffalo is fourth. Anaheim, Detroit, Carolina, Vancouver, New Jersey, Minnesota. How many of those are the actual top 10? Not very many. Failed. Didn't at least have fan happiness at the concession. No, Tyson, you suck. Few retired players. Nobody retired for the Edmonton Oilers. This is good news. Michael Camilleri is back for another season if we want him. Jerome Iginla retires. Michael Ribeiro, who just kind of fell off the face of the earth. Matt Cullen, I know there was probably some issue there that I can't remember. Jason Chimera, Johan Franzen. Colorado makes the playoffs next season. Probably. They still get Jack Hughes, right? It's amazing. It is amazing. Steven Rundkreck, who played for Florida at one point, retires. Ryan Malone retires. John Michael Lyles, Michael Roosevelt, Nicholas Hagman. Man, look at a throwback name that is, Nicholas Hagman. And then you got Kevin Bieksa, Chris Neal, Daniel Paille. Whole bunch of old names in the system. Chris Porter. Like, Chris Porter really not that old. Any of these guys retiring young is the question. Travis Morin, 34 years old. Per Ladine. Oh man, look at this guy. This guy. What did he do in the NHL? In the NHL in 2008-2009, he played. I don't even remember this guy. He just disappeared. I know. We don't know where Ribeiro went. I've heard mental health issues, but not sure. David Prince played in 2006-2007, back in my day when I first got into hockey. Look at him. This guy looked like an enforcer guy. It doesn't look like an enforcer at all. Really cleaned up. Got that Euro look to him. It is interesting. Edit the trade block. So now what do we have? We actually get to take a look at what we have. The first round entry pick for next season. Brad Malone and Franz Nielsen on the block. Well, we'll take Franz Nielsen off the block, and I just want to take a look at our draft picks. We have a 2019 first rounder. This is all scrambled because we need to figure out the years here. 2018 second rounder, fourth rounder, sixth rounder, seventh rounder. So we're missing our third and fifth. And we have a first rounder in 2019. So I think what we're going to do is trade up the first rounder in 2019 in Camilleri for a pick. That's what we're going to do. We'll go into the draft and we're going to get into this first round by trading 2019's pick for swap a bad contract for a bad contract. Could do that. So what we don't want to do right now is try and buy the Flyers pick, Dallas pick, Buffalo pick, or any of these guys. We will buy the first round pick for Minnesota. And he's on Minnesota, right? I don't know. Nielsen, not really a bad contract. Very, very useful, but it is a question of that 5-point mill, right? So we don't have a pick there, but we want to swap that pick. That looks even. We'll try that first thing. And trade rejected is not good to go. So now, do we try and give away Nielsen and get Ryan McLeod in the lineup first thing? Or do we swap somebody like I mentioned, a Michael Camilleri on top, get him off the books at $1 million, and see if the Wild will take him? It looks to be an even move, but Camilleri's contract is expiring, and that's exactly, he's going to decline that deal. So now, Shaden, follow me here. I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to trade away Franz Nielsen's deal, at 34, 5 years left. Minnesota would be over the maximum salary cap. Okay, that's good. We can take, like you're saying, a bad contract back the other way. Ennis is a centerman, I believe. And, or is he a left winger? I can't even remember. Man, it's been so long since I said Tyler Ennis' name. Is he even on Minnesota? Am I mistaken? Am I out to lunch? No, there he is. See? There we go. Tyler Ennis. All right. Now we might have to sweeten the deal a little bit. What you are offering us in return isn't interesting, and we need to up the trade value. Okay. All right. Hear me out, Minnesota. Hear me out on this one. Eric Gryba. You got it? You good with that? He's got 2 years left, and I would be totally fine parting with him. Or who else could we sign away? Chris Russell, too much salary cap. That's the problem. So Eric Gryba, we'll try and grease them with Eric Gryba, who we just bought out. And what you're offering us in return isn't very interesting. They said they could live with it, though. Very contradictory of them. And do we have any prospects we can send away? Stuart Skinner, unsigned. That's okay. Al Montoya, Dylan Wells. Not really anyone we can send away in terms of skaters. And I don't want to be giving up too much. We are getting a draft pick back out of this, but we got to remember we're giving up a draft pick. So do we want to give up like a second rounder, or do we want to give up a third rounder in 2019? We have 3 of them. Remember this, we have 3 of them. Or give them Safin. Interesting. Ostap Safin. Where are you? Right there. 55 overall, top 9 potential. See if we can grease them there. Minnesota's Wild's pick. We're getting rid of the Gryba contract. Getting rid of Nielsen. Bringing in Ennis, who's really not that dazzling, but we'll see what he did this season. 28 points. Okay. It's better. Draisaitl and Pulo for Hannafin, First, and Skinner. That's also a trade we could offer away. And we'll propose this trade. You aren't anywhere where you need to be in value. What? Nor are we particularly interested in what you're offering us. All right, Minnesota's really playing hardball with that number 11 pick. That's okay. We will go instead of that first or third rounder. We'll add a third rounder in 2019. We have 3 of them. And still trade rejected. Okay. Actually, 2, we traded the New Jersey for Cooper Marotti. There we go. See, yeah, okay, now that makes sense. Now we're going to trade down a little bit lower. We're going to go to the number 12 pick, St. Louis Blues. And we're going to offer them that same package, same exact package. Left wingers, Michael Camilleri. Oh, wait, can't trade him. Forgot. Whoops. That's on me. That's on me. I'm being really quiet because I'm trying to hone in and get this trade done. All right, let's see if they'll go with that. First thing, trade rejected. Okay, now, hear me out. We end up going and trading and just dumping Franz Nielsen. I don't need a roster player back because we've got guys in the system. Okay, Franz Nielsen, they're not over the salary cap, trade rejected. Now, I was fine giving up a lot. We'll give up that third round draft pick, the Oilers pick or New Jersey's pick. I like that we can control our destiny a little bit more, and we'll add a 7th back in return. They should have a 7th right there. Bing bang. And all right, let's go get it. Trade accepted. Perfect. Finally, the St. Louis Blues let us trade. So now we have a pick in the first round. Let's go get up to our pick, sim options to user pick. And let's figure out sim to user pick. Actually, what I want to do is view the draft class very quick. Just take in. And I don't know why there's no data to display there. View draft class. No data to display. What? Why isn't it doing it? Why isn't it doing it? And, well, either way, sim options, sim to user pick. And let's find out how this draft pick goes. Thomas, McDonald, McIsaac, Smith at 8, Kupari at 7, Merkley at 6, Boquist at 5, Veleno at 4, Zadina at 3, Svechnikov at 2, and Rasmus Dahlin at 1. So that should have been the top 3. It wasn't. And it's all good. Kotka Niemi, not in there. Don't sim the first round yet. I won't quite yet. It takes a while to load. I know. So Veleno. So nobody's off the board. So we can go get our man, Devon Bouchard, at number 12. Look at that. He fell even further. You imagine how peed off he would actually be, Shaden? You imagine? So, all right. Let's go find ourselves a D-man. in terms of Devon Bouchard. Why it's taking a while to load, I don't know. But Noah Dobson, and it's Devon Bouchard we want. The man himself. Oh, look at that cute face. Come on, you can't say that ain't a cute little 18-year-old player who's going to come in, break the hearts of many ladies in Edmonton, and score a lot of goals while doing it, right? We're not sure. I'm not sure why my stream's lagging out here. It says I'm still streaming. I'm good with that. I'm happy with that. Should be good. Brandon Brent having a good time. Eden Miller's live. And we are good to go. Let's go, boys. I'm locked and loaded on the screen here. And let me know if you're stuck on the loading screen, but we are going to go ahead and, just like the real Oilers, select Devon Bouchard, who has top 4 D potential. He's only a 56 overall, but that's okay. I believe he'll grow quick. And now we'll simulate through the first round. We really can't trade into the first round much more. Ottawa with the last pick of the draft. And let's sim to the next user pick, or do we want to trade into the second round? We'll sim to next round. We'll review the first round, and we'll see who got some steals. So Dolynny, Svechnikov, Eleno, everybody getting elites in the top, and we get a top 4 D-man. Any elites out there that we missed? Olofsson, a couple of guys, nobody really special. Alexeyev's off, Gruel's off, McLeod is off the board at 25. That's unfortunate, but he is one of the worst overalls in this first round draft. San Jose screwed themselves. Kotka Niemi is only rated a bottom 6 forward, and Onye Bucci in there as well. So now, what do you think? Do we trade for a second round pick or not? Let me know. Trust me, take caught. Do the Canes trade. All right. If you're viewing the draft class, it takes a while to load. Okay. Well, let's see. Sim options offer trade. We'll offer the trade. That was Puljujarvi and Draisaitl. So our top 2. Look at those trade values. Look at those friggin' trade values. Puljujarvi as well. That is insane trade value that I don't know why I would part with. But I don't know if we'll be back next season with this franchise. But you see Hanifin in there, 87 overall. And then you get Jeff Skinner in there. Okay, that's not even nearly matching our trade value. And we will go for, how about we go ransack Carolina with picks and take a second in this draft and a first in next year's draft. Right there, see, we get our first overall draft pick next year. And we need a roster player back, do we? Do we? I think we could use one. Do we take a third or do we take a roster player? Actually, Aho. Let's see what we get. Aho. Sebastian Aho instead of Jeff Skinner, you're saying? All right, let's take Sebastian Aho. And that seems to be a very even trade still. I'm going to try and load up. Going to try and take Jeff Skinner off their hands too. Not a lot of cap. They'll be below the minimum. And trade rejected. You've met our block needs, but the value is far off the table. All right. Hear me out. We'll take the third round pick. 68th overall. Trade deadline. Grease him a bit. Trade rejected. Okay. All right. We'll remove the third round pick and give Carolina the shot to give us Sebastian Aho, Jeff Skinner, and a first round pick. Trade rejected. Gosh darn. So now I guess we'll leave Jeff Skinner in Carolina and go take that second overall pick. See if we can grease them a little bit. Trade rejected still. Okay, I'll add a little bit of value. I'll add value. We do have a second overall pick in this round, but I'd like a second one. So, let's play with that third round pick again this year, hey? Let's go play with it. Because we get a first rounder next year. We're going to be good next year. Trade rejected still. Okay, hold on. Let me hear you out. I'm going to look at this as an occasion to get rid of Eric Graba. If you take a large salary contract for next year, it will help your value. That is true. We've already brought in Devon Bouchard. We're not about to trade him. But Eric Graba, we'll get rid of him. And we will take a big contract back in return. Who's got a big contract with no value in... Let's see, what happened to OBS? Did I lose connection with you guys? Stream resumed. Okay. Stream resumed. We're good. Unrated Origins. Welcome in as well. Let's see. What can we add? 5 for 5 trade here? Maybe. Maybe. Let's go see the prospects and see what we have to give away at this point. We have Samorukov, Caleb Jones, Ryan Mantha. Anyone with value. Ostov, Safin. We were ready to part with him a minute ago. Let's get rid of him. Trade rejected still. God dang it, Carolina, you guys are asking too much. So I guess we can't get that second rounder. That's what the sticking point is, I'm sure. So we'll take a third rounder. We'll try and trade down a little bit. Trade rejected. Okay. All right, Carolina. You're messing. Yeah, you guys got disconnected. I didn't even notice. 84th overall in the third round. Not happening. Okay, I'm just going to be happy to get a pick back. Let's take the 7th and see if this is going to work out. Trade blockbuster works, Bulldogs fan. We just pulled the blockbuster. Take a look. It is done. We just made our trade. We are good to go. So now we simulate up to our 47th overall pick. And, well, sim options. And the pick just happened. Okay. Trojanok, medium elite. Where'd they find that guy? Wow, this is a blockbuster. You betcha it was. And, wow, they're making their picks. What's going on here? Sim options. Sim to user pick. Shall we do it? We shall. And see what they get. Any elites, any elites, any elites. That one elite to start off round number 2 in Trojanok. I don't even know how to pronounce it. I'm so tired, guys. I'm so dead. It's 30 degrees in my room. What is going on in here? So we got Aho. That's huge. And now, hold on here. Hold on. Noah Dobson in the draft pick rounds as well. Can we pick up 2 big-time defensemen? And that's exactly what we will do. We will make that pick. That's a no-doubter right there. Noah Dobson to the Edmonton Oilers as well. But trade Talbot and a second for Grubauer or Hart. Ooh. Well, how about I don't have a second. Should have traded Talbot in second. That's okay. We'll go off for a trade. Hart grows to a 90 overall. Well, let's go see if I can get Mr. Cam Talbot out of here in exchange for Philip Grubauer. I don't know what Grubauer's overall is in NHL 19. 81 overall, starter potential. All right, we'll take him. Look at that. We might just be able to get a second round pick out of that still. Let's go take a third rounder from him, and I will be happy to be rid of contract. All right, third rounder. Trade rejected. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. Trade rejected. Try mixing up your offer, and maybe we'll change your offer. All right, well, here's the thing. We have 3 7th round picks. This is what we were kind of hoping for. Trade away a sleeper pick. Trade rejected still. Check Hart value. If he has a good year, he will grow a lot. That is true. We're going to make this trade quickly. 2 7th round picks and offer it. Trade rejected. Okay, so now what team does Carter Hart play for? I forget. Carter Hart. Carter Hart is a Canadian. Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, I knew it was someone Eastern Seaboard. Let's go see Philadelphia. Let's find out what they have in Carter Hart. Is he even in the game? I believe he is because he plays for the Everett Silvertips, not rookie skaters, rookie goalies. And he is low elite, 19 years old. No trade value there. 2 7ths in Cam Talbot. Trade rejected. Oh man, it is hard making a trade, boys. This team just not having it. Flyers, Philly, there we go, boys. Have I seen Jurassic World? You betcha I have not. Haven't been to the movies since Deadpool 2. Good movie that was. So, well, maybe we have to step up our stuff right here in draft picks and give them a 6th. I'll give them a 6th. That's it. That's all. Trade rejected. The goaltending situation will have to wait until, actually, you know what? We can part with a 4th. We'll part with a 4th. Part with a 4th, and that should be good enough. Trade rejected. It ain't happening. She just ain't going through. So we will be glad to take Noah Dobson in our round. And we'll catch you later, Bulldogs fan. Glad you can make it in. And we'll see if we can get our next pick. Ottawa wants to trade their 5th overall pick for a 6th and a 7th. Well, we have 2 7ths. Why wouldn't I accept that trade? That makes a lot of sense. They want to trade Brad Malone for a 6th round pick. Goodbye, Brad Malone. We'll get rid of you for a 6th round pick. Accept that trade. And right there, we are finally in there. Top 6, top 4. Like, there's a couple of guys here that look to be really good potential guys. But we know who we're targeting. Pin players. It's not hard. We know exactly who we're picking in this draft. 4th round, I believe. Wasn't Rodrigue a 4th round pick? Olivier Rodrigue was picked in. Taken day 2. Cult of Hockey, trade up to select highly. Goalie reacts after being selected 62nd overall. Never mind. Rodrigue was the 2nd round pick. That's on me. So we need to go to pinned players here. Where do we have our pinned players? Pinned, yes, sir. It's just taking some time. And where is my pinned players? There we go. Olivier Rodrigue. He is AHL starter potential. But guys, I'm going to take a gamble on this guy in the 4th round. Can I make this pick? Shaden, you'll make the 6th and 7th round picks. I can let you do that. But we're trying to stick to the Oilers picks here. And we'll pick up Rodrigue. High AHL starter. But that means he's got a lot more potential than that. We'll sim to the next user pick. And I will let you go to town here. 5th round, 15th overall. Let's go find out who we can get. Let's go find out. What do we got? What do we got? Just let it load. RIP the real world. What's going on in my Snapchat? What's up? Driving back to Sioux Falls. Games for a bit tonight. Guess it depends what time I get home. I haven't been on my PS4 for probably 3 weeks. Yeah, I hardly play anymore. I work all day with real baseball stuff at night. RIP the real world. Nice. He should be medium starter. He should be. I'll take a stab at one of the 7. Sounds good there. So I will let you see the top picks in this draft left remaining according to potential. Shaden, and I'll let you go through. Unless you've got a name for me that I can hunt down. I don't know. Martin Cott. Is he still in the game? Ooh, let's find out. Krisky. Look at him. He's a good little pick. Let's find if we can find ourselves Cott. What position does he play? That should help us narrow things down a little bit as well. I'm very itchy. My cat just walked in the door. And, alright, shall we do this? That's the other way. We want to go the other way with this. Player name, A to Z, Martin Cott. And we'll find out. See, everybody should know this draft class front to back. Thing is, I'm using the end of year rosters. Right? So, not a lot of people have experimented with these franchise modes. I don't expect. We're down in the B's. We're down in the C's right away here. Got to get through all these boys. The Brown boys. Actually, hold on. Ethan Brown. Elijah Brown. Pardon me. Elijah Brown. This kid's available. We'll pick him up. Cold Lake boy right here. Martin Cott. We'll pick him up with one of the 7ths. I believe I have a 7th. I'll let somebody pick up the 7th unrated Origins, and then yeah, that gives us 6 still left, I believe. Let's go find ourselves. I should be able to get through this a lot faster, shouldn't I? Alright, into these. We'll get into the C's, or into the K's right quick here. F-O-R-G. Let's go K. I want a K. I want a K. Like a pitcher, I want a K. H. Okay, I got lost in the alphabet there for a second. And Hughes? Hughes, really. Lots of Johansson's available. Carlson's available. And Cott. We need Cott. Is he available? That is the question. Shaden, did you see him on the list there? Martin Cott. Right there. 18 years old. Bottom 6 potential. We got him. We got him pegged. Low top 6'9". I like that potential right there. Sim 2 user pick. Let's go find out. Shall we get this going? Sim 2 user pick. Round 6 unrated Origins. Get in there. Actually, hold on. Shaden. Actually, you're 27. Get in there. Shaden, one more pick right now. I need it to come in quick. As more guys go off the board. Winkler, a top 6D potential. Anyone else? Anyone else want to take a stab? If you throw me a potential pickup here, we'll get it going. So, Tham, Anyone else? Bottom 6 forward. Jenik. Is he an actual player? Jan Jenik. Tanner. Where's Tanner? I don't see Tanner. You'll have to let me know with Tanner. Jan Jenik. Oh, he is a real elite prospect. Hold on. Hasn't played in the NHL. But, hold on. Jan Jenik was drafted round number 3, 65th overall by the Arizona Coyotes. That is your fun fact for the day. Exit out R. Tanner C. Okay, R. Tanner C. He's a center. Let's find him out. Let's get him in there. R. Tanner. Guys ready for this? R. Tanner. R. Tanner. Where'd he go? Ooh, okay. All right. Ramon Tanner from Switzerland. Let's do a quick Google on him. Ramon Tanner hockey. Ramon Tanner, all right, he's real. NHL's just not making him up. Ramon Tanner has played U15, and here's his stats in the Elite Junior A in Switzerland. Switzerland U18. Has he ever played in tournament statistics? No, he has not. International Junior. Champions League, Elite Junior A, World Junior A Championship. When did he play in the World Junior A Championship? It does not say when he played in the World Junior A Championship, but if he has played in my time, I may have watched him play Junior A. Really? This is cool, boys. I'm learning stuff today. It's Ramon Tanner World Junior A Championship. Let's go take a look at that. World Junior A Championship. 2017. Woohoo, baby. Ramon Tanner, I have watched this kid play. 100%. December 2015. Yep, 2017. Or was it, or 2017. 2017 just passed. But he did play in the 2016 World Junior A Challenge. I have watched this kid play. There you go. Fun fact. I have watched this draft pick play. Shaden. TC, no name. Welcome in. We're going to pick up Ramon Tanner, who I've watched play in Bonnyville, Alberta. He is AHL top 6 potential, 59 overall. Still a farmhand to help out. Sim2, the next user pick, unrated origins. You were up first. Round 7, pick 6. You were on the clock, my man. Let's get it going here as we'll get into the draft class. I want to find that like franchise guy. That's what I'm looking for. A franchise guy you just don't know anything about, and then all of a sudden, bing bang, he is uncharted potential in the NHL. Aegon, Tham, Winkler, Peverly, like there's a couple good options here. Oscar back at C if he is there. If not, let's see. All right, you want Oscar back at C. Oscar. 7th round pick. This is the most interactive draft I ever had. You guys should be doing good. Draft pick unknown. Ooh, let me exit out and come back in. Let's get this going, boys. I'm going to play an ad quick. Tip, don't go to the contract phase because why? Because what? Because who? What am I missing? Oscar. Is that Chetrick? How old is Kelly? That's Andre Chetrick. Where's Kelly? Where did you see Kelly on that list? Hold on, I'm losing it here. Moving too fast for my own self. That is the problem. Projected. Where is Kelly? I don't see a Kelly, I see a Cato. You can still sign your players to less money and contract extension. Ooh, right there, you betcha. Cap, Conan, Gay, Poirier, goalie, sorted. Oh, okay. Hold on. Goalies, sorted. Austin Kelly. Oh, there you go. You see it. Sort by potential. There you go. Adrian Kelly. Low fringe potential. 17 years old. A. Kelly. This kid looks good. Locked in, unrated? Let me know. Undrafted, low fringe starter potential. If you're locked in, I will make the pick. I just await a comment from you to say that you are. And we will get this going. Let's see this. This looks good. This looks very good. Things look good on Dolynny TV today. Yeah, grab them. All right. Adrian Kelly, welcome aboard. Medium backup. Add a man. That is what we need, a medium backup potential sim to user pick. And I will pick this next one here, round 20. Pick number 27 of round 7. Let's go find ourselves a steal. Shall we? A franchise player. How sick would it be to draft a franchise player like Pavel Datsyuk at 213 overall? You know what? I'm feeling a right winger. I'm feeling one of these kids. Let's go see what we got in, what's this? Pazuzzo. Let's see what his stats are like. He's a, let's see him. Let's go elite prospects here and see what NHL 19 or elite prospects and NHL 18 have to say about him. Tyler Prezuzio. He's a Medicine Hat Tigers prospect. Okay, I like him. 33 points last season. Don't know. Is my man Elijah Brown still available at center, though? That's the question. Because that's the pick I'd like to make. Talked to the kid before. Seems like a good kid, and, well, his relatives would appreciate it, I'm sure. Let's go take a look. And there you go. So there you go. Elijah Brown, 18 years old, Medicine Hat Tigers product. Shea, this one is for you, my man. Low AHL top 6 potential. I know, it's tough. 17-year-old American could play on the AHL team, simulate through, and we will sim the to user pick, but the draft is over. That's it. The draft's over. Do Brown. Elijah Brown, drafted. And now we'll go take a look at what our rookies look like going into this draft. Alright, we should have done it and traded for a pick. We would have been able to look that way. That's unfortunate, but it's okay. Tip for free agent signings. Sort by two-way then potential and find all the high 21-year-olds who were not selected in the draft. Remember, don't sim to re-sign stage, right? Because we can go to view contracts and still get it done. Look at that. Look. See, you're all about this shade. Dylan Larkin, all these guys UFAs. But we care about the unsigned rookies. Elijah Brown, 51 overall. Adrian Kelly, medium backup, 52 overall. Top 6 potential for Noah Dobson. Martin Cott, top 9. Olivier Rodrigue, AHL starter high, but hey, stick with me. He could be a very beauty piece. Evan Bouchard, top 4D potential. Good pick on him. Ramon Tanner, not bad. And do we have anyone else unsigned? Berglund Niemelinen, he'll be in the AHL next season. And Stuart Skinner unsigned. And I think we are good to go the rest of the way. So we have a couple guys we can renew. UFA ends. So Dylan Larkin. We will do all this in another stream. Guys, thank you so much for your support on today's stream. Had a blast. We're going to go rack up on Oda here, as I am dying, and I'm going to probably do my Blue Jays off-season live stream today as well. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I will catch you guys, as always, in the next one. Shaden, Unrated Origins, you guys are beauts. I am up on